took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Menu narration option is set to off.
I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. A passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
There ain't no time, this ain't. Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by Treadwell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
180! Not today, you are. Not today.
Mayfield on first down. Well, going deep here for Taylor. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Let's go now. Number 53. It's a party.
They'll run on first down. It's Stevenson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They run the counter. Stevenson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the 10. will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side of the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A toss play to Chubb. And there is no gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to bring it. Seibert's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 36, Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Michael Bannon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long for Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route, and I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the 41, Bridgewater got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Check. Lucky. Under 10. Let's go. My turn.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first, they go right back to Howard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Stevenson, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and this will be a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Full strength. Mike 41. We got to wedge that, huh? First twist. I got it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Come on now, let's go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Howard. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. On first down, they run with Howard. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Bridgewater. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's our time.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. So that's going to push them back half the distance.
Sex all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate